It's time for What's Up and About this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. Yay!
Good morning.
I finally made it on the show, Mr. Francis.
No, you've been
after
here.
arriving from the beginning
you've been
of the
here.
show.
You've been here for a while, so.
I mean,
yes.
I was just like, okay, when it's time, let me just do my
But isn't
baby
it a
girl
beautiful
thing.
thing to watch Winfrey? Like, sorry, Rume, I think.
You see, you already goofed from the beginning.
I
Let's
wanted
just
to say,
move on.
but isn't it's a beautiful thing to watch Rume.
Of
like,
course,
have
and
an
it's also
interview.
lovely to watch you as well.
For real?
Yes.
Guys,
Thank you.
it's in the script. It's in the script, all right? That part was in the script. She wasn't meant to say that. It was in the script. I need to.
I said it.
It's
and I
always
own it.
beautiful to watch
I
each
said
other.
what I said. But you look gorgeous, really. I love your hair. You look amazing. There's
Thank
just
you.
something.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rume.
Thank you.
I was talking to Rume, like.
Thank
Okay,
you. You look amazing too, Edgar.
I know.
Finally.
I know. You don't have to tell me. I know. I
Edgar,
look
there's something
amazing.
about your look today that is actually
know.
very
The blue.
sweet. Very sweet.
I said it on the show yesterday. Last year, during the Lollipop Awards, they were going to give me the award for was terrible. I don't. What do I call it now? Terrible outfit.
Edgar, that's
for-
not true.
And I said this year I will not allow people to win.
You
I will
gotta
still
slay.
lose, but I will lose well.
But he wasn't giving that award.
No.
Yes, but that was what.
There was no category like that.
told me that.
Zizi is just evil. She gave herself the good
See now.
award. You see
Really?
that girl? Don't worry, we'll plan for her this
right.
year.
All right.
Okay, but I'm glad I can hear. I'm just saying something right now. Okay, so
Yeah.
quite a number of stuff happening, really. So we have two stuff we wanted to really talk about, touch on. One, which the lawmakers have come out, that's the Akwa Ibom lawmakers have said it's not true. 10-year jail term for women who commit adultery. Thankfully, it's not true. And then on the other hand, a woman who discovered that she didn't want to be a mother after she became a mother. Like, what do you do when you're in something and then you're like, okay, this is not for me at all? Have you ever found yourself in that position? I'm wondering. Is it something that you have to be before you know this is not for you?
Honestly, when I saw the post, I'm like, girl, too late. Too late. Like, you're already a mom. What can you do? You cannot just give the child away. I know there are people who sometimes maybe they move their children to their grandparents and say, you know what, I want to live my life. But that would come under maybe circumstances that you cannot control. For instance, maybe you have to be abroad, you want to work, or you don't want to take the kids out of school. You know, there are different things that can happen, but not just relegating and saying, you know what, this responsibility, I want to pass it on to another person. And how about when they said the joy of motherhood? So what's happening right there?
There's the joy of fatherhood too. And I'm wondering.
Yeah, so to be honest, I'm going to try to create some other scenarios to just fill up the story because it's, of course, there are lots of rooms and holes there to fill. I am sure that she's speaking from a place of confusion and
being
pain.
overwhelmed.
Yeah, overwhelmed because I want to assume that this is her first child. And maybe the father of the child isn't there to support her as much as she needs. Or maybe for some reason, you know, she had always thought that, oh, based on how she sees it in movies or how people around her do it, it's one easy thing, or to change diapers is not a problem. It's easy to pat the child when the child cries. And she's just overwhelmed by the amount of activities and the, you know, they'll say when your child is crying at night, you don't get to sleep or something like that. So maybe she's just stressed and she's overwhelmed and she's just confused at that point. I am hoping that's the first child.
I'm hoping that after a while she would get out of this blues.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Be it her first child or a second child, the earlier everybody comes to, you know, the reality and the realization as well that not everything is for everybody. The better it will be for us.
Okay.
Everybody believes that, oh, I have to be married. I have to have children. I have to see. Sometimes some people are not even meant to get married. Companionship is probably what they are destined for.
Yeah.
Some people are not meant to be parents.
True.
Yet they are excellent parents to other people's children.
Kids, yeah.
And so that's why a lot of people do a lot of crazy things just so they can be mothers because of the pressure. If biologically you cannot have children and then you end up doing, you know, stealing a baby or buying children, you know, a lot of, you know, criminal activities we've come to hear about.
Yeah.
The earlier we get to accept that certain things will not be, the better. Now, she's a mom already. Now, there's this lure about motherhood. Oh, it's so cute. And then, you know, celebrities have made motherhood look like...
sensationalized
oh, my goodness. Like, if you're not a mom, what are you doing with your life? Well, there's plenty to do with your life.
It's work.
Plenty. As a matter of fact, I was having a conversation with someone yesterday, and I recall telling the person that it seems like the later you get married and have children, it might be the better for you.
Of course.
It's unfortunate that for women, there's that biological clock to think of. But what's the rush?
Yeah.
I mean, you have your whole life ahead of you.
So I'll tell you what.
Yeah, go ahead.
I actually thought I was going to be married at 18. So
Yeah?
all the time I was in secondary school, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to be married at 18. And then 18 came and I'm like, oh, okay, let's move it to 25.
What a huge...
Do you understand? I'm like, no, we're not doing that right now. Let's move it to 25. And as at 25, I got engaged to be married. And then it did not work out. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe this just did not work out for me. But then I would tell you that one of the greatest things that have happened to me is not being married at the time I thought I wanted to be married.
Ooh.
I like the fact that I've been able to understand my life, find my purpose, and I'm doing what I love, and I'm comfortable with myself right now, even being unmarried. Now, does that negate the fact that I want to be married in future? Of course, I want to be married, but when the right time comes, it would come. When it's time for me to be a mom, I will be a mom. But I feel like you need to yearn for these things. It shouldn't be a thing of, oh, I need to have it right now. Look at your life. Is it something that, oh, in my destiny, this is something that I want? Then that would make a whole lot of sense. Not that you now be a mom and you're saying, I don't want to be a mom.
I wanted to add that let's not take out the room for learning here.
Yeah.
I believe that if she decides to give another tweet and says, okay, this is what is really going on, these are the issues that I have, I am sure there are so many people on social media that would share solutions that might just help.
True.
Because you know what I feel? Because I feel like sometimes when we have issues in our head, all we need to do is talk about these issues. And then there are people who have jobs who are in that field that will just give you the perfect solution that you never could even tell, will just ease the whole thing.
So you see, these issues that you mentioned is what I actually wanted to talk about before you spoke. I wanted to say that sometimes it might be due to postpartum depression. And we are always believing that, oh, postpartum depression isn't such a big deal.
Yeah.
It is.
Until the person is probably crazy or the
suicidal.
person is drowning their child and they're
forms.
doing something really extreme. That's when we are like, oh, this PPD is serious. So, but it's actually real. It's in the littlest things. I might be wrong because I'm not aware of any such study. But I dare say that every mother suffers it. It's just probably the degree that might vary.
Yeah.
Because there's always that thing, maybe something that just makes you feel like, what are you doing? Like, are you even doing anything right now, especially with your life? And you see this issue of whether or not you want to be a mom. Once you're in it, there are ways to opt out. There are ways.
Mary.
What are we doing here?
One way, you can look for somebody that is looking for a child and give up the child for adoption. You make it legal. Know that it's not your child again, so that you not come and knock at the person's door in 20 years' time when the child is successful.
What if you're not already 2 or 3 years after?
By then,
So
the child
make
is no longer yours. So
your
you know
decision
what
now.
trying to
Know
do
what
with
you're
your
doing.
life.
Yeah.
Another thing you can
be
do
suggesting that
is-
now.
See, these things are, there are people
real.
in these shoes right now that don't know what to do. Apart from giving up your child for adoption, you can take the child to an orphanage. Now, I hear that some people carry their children to the orphanage and they simply pay for the care of the child, secretly acting like benefactors. Meanwhile,
What?
they born the child, but they take that child. So that way you are hustling, and especially if you don't have parents or people to support you.
Wow.
Another thing you can see, we are talking about life here. Oh. Another thing you can do is if your grandparents are still alive.
Yeah,
Grandparents don't
I
retire
said
for
that.
grandchildren.
Yeah, I said that.
No, the reason that might not be an option is maybe it was an unplanned pregnancy. So everybody in the family has disowned the girl and she's on her own. So maybe
like
she might not have
later on,
anybody
they
to-
would even
True.
They
still.
will.
By the time
and
they
that's
see
the
that
thing.
child,
But at the moment, they've not. So she has to find. Your grandparents are very unlikely to deny the child. Take them. Unless they are not capable, maybe due to health or age or certain things. But
Yeah,
it's
true.
very likely they'll be able to take care of the baby. So those are the three options in case you are looking for options.
I want to hear.
I want
from
to hear from the chef, right? We're discussing, being a mom and deciding not to be a mom anymore. What's your take?
I think it's personal decisions, and I respect people's decisions so much because those little minions are a lot. They can be a lot.
Little minions.
I have a niece, and she's the most beautiful child in the world.
But-
I adore her, but I don't see myself having her right now.
But have you put an age to it? Have you told yourself, like, I want to get married and have a child at this particular age?
I used to think. I don't think I've ever been so eager about marriage. Like personally, it's nothing I've been so eager for. But I know that maybe soonest I may want it more than I used to think. But for now,
The yearnings will come.
yeah.
I mean, like, look at me, for example, guys. Look at me, for example. You know, I have 2 baby mamas, no babies.
Oh, Lord.
2 baby mamas, no babies. And I'm just here trying my best every single day, stretching out my hand. I say it on social media. I put it everywhere that I'm single and I need help. I need someone to date me, get married to me. But no. Look at, because the next thing you hear is, though there are no available men. We don't have men in the society.
And look at you being
but
available.
look at me available, putting myself out there for you to get
Lord.
married to.
Oh, Lord.
I'm going to say it one more time, all right? I said it the first day of the year. I said it, I'm going to say it again. August 15th, it's a Saturday, you can check. August 15th this year, I am getting married. I don't have a girlfriend right now, but I am going to get one lady out there by force or by fire.
Because he has to have a baby in 2026.
No,
Okay.
that was a dream. That was a dream, guys. We're not having a baby. I won't rush you. All right? Whenever you want to have a baby,
Oh,
we'll have a
Lord.
baby.
But
all
yeah,
right?
for the lady, even if you feel confused, I feel like there are solutions that you can get.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
speak out to people, and I'm sure they would come trying to help you
And
as
for
well.
the guys, please support the woman
Yeah.
who's
Did she
carrying
say
child
that
or
nobody's
who has a
supporting her?
child.
Did she say
No,
nobody's
you
supporting
might have
her?
a
You even said
husband
that.
that is caring but does not understand what she's going through mentally.
True.
Sometimes you need to actually understand that
Let's go.
women are
All right,
having-
let's go.
Let's go. We
That
want
women
to
are
add men
actually-
into this. We're going to the short break.
Somebody
Let's go to the short
is
break.
saying
We'll
that
be
she
right back.
wishes she's not a mom. Do
We're
you know what
going
might
on
be
a
going on?
short break. We'll see you right
Wouldn't
after.
help us.
Top of the hour is next.
You must add men into the problem.
There's
Are we
easy
always the
ad-
problem?
you need me.